Well, everyone, thanks for joining in. Seems like people are slowly jumping on. I think we have a Memorial Day hangover here. But appreciate you all coming. Very excited to have Travis Thom on. If you don't know who Travis is, it probably means you're not on Facebook or Instagram. This guy is all over the place and has really built not just a great business, but also a great personal brand. He's known for working with some of the top agents and teams and brokerages all around the country for helping them ultimately generate leads. I think he works with brokerages on recruiting. The guy is he's on top of his game when it comes to all things digital marketing and specifically in the real estate space. So today we're going to be talking about how to leverage AI with Facebook and a cool software to help you generate leads. This is certainly going to be a session that I think you're going to get a ton of value out of. As we know right now in this market, the shortage of inventory is frankly the biggest problem. So we can be the people that go out and storm into the market, generate more inventory, and create a massive opportunity for ourselves. So welcome to the show, Travis. Thank you for joining us.
Sam, thank you. Always a pleasure, and good to see you. And thank you everyone for joining us across the country. I'm excited to dive in. So I'm going to share my screen and we will get into it. Let's see here. I'm going to make sure that I'm going forward with it. As Sam said, I'm a digital marketing strategist for the real estate industry. Been in the industry for a little over 20 years. Have been as a single agent, as a qualifying broker, and ran a team. Had about 3 different real estate companies, and then fell in love with the marketing side of it and grew from there. I'm also a Facebook marketing partner, sit on the advisory board at Facebook headquarters, and we love what we do. Marketing and real estate is one of those things that's I'm very passionate about, and it's evolving really, really quickly. So we know that video has a huge importance in social media, but also how we communicate and how we can reach a vast amount of people that are not just in front of us. Right. And a lot of homeowners are going to work with, and they prefer to work with, agents that leverage video. So knowing that, we should really then dive in and lean in more video. We know that the average person spends a tremendous amount of time online, right? And we're checking our phones constantly, being inundated with all sorts of different types of content. With that, we know that there's certain types of videos that get a lot more engagement. Right, real estate listing videos receive a huge bump in inquiries versus just static, kind of single images. And especially if you're positioning yourself out there as an expert, be leaning forward with the video. So we know that video creates the ability for us to create those deeper connections faster and run faster. But creating video sometimes, being on camera, can be daunting. It can be overwhelming. You may not want to be on camera. You may not like the sound of your voice, or you may not just like the way you feel that day and just don't want to be on camera. So there's different alternatives on really how to be able to leverage different types of AI tools and video software. And my internet connection might be a little shaky, guys. I'm up at my ranch, which we're hoping Starlink saves the day for people. We'll see if Elon Musk can pull through here. Well, with AI, a lot of us may not want to be on camera, but AI is a great tool to be able to leverage. There's over 100 different artificial intelligence tools that are being rolled out every single day. So it's a fast-moving part of marketing, and something to really pay attention to. So really going over how to leverage a couple of different ways we can enter into the space, and kind of the low-hanging fruit, which is the most achievable. ChatGPT. A lot of you have probably either engaged with this or heard this, and I'm going to show you a couple of different things on how to leverage this. So ChatGPT, we're going to type in a prompt, and prompt is basically what you want them to do. And that's a key part of this, right? So I'm telling ChatGPT to act as an award-winning digital marketing strategist for the real estate industry and create basically high quality engaging videos. So this kind of prompt tells the AI software, hey, I want you to do this, act as this, and now give us this information. So with that, we pumped out 15 different ideas for video that you can create, and you can go through and choose the one that fits best with what you think is going to resonate with your audience. So for this one, real estate myths debunked, right, addressing common myths, we're going to take that, we're going to copy that, and then in ChatGPT we're going to tell it create a video voiceover script for a 60-second video topic on real estate myths debunked. You just copy and paste that, right? But you're telling it create a video script for that. It's going to give you a whole script, and it's going to knock that out in just maybe 10 seconds or less. And now you have a great script to work with. You can take that script and you can go to software like InVideo, which you can simply copy and paste in there. It has a video templates already branded that have nice motion graphics. There's a couple different ones that are focused on real estate, mainly vertical format, which is really nice. There's Flicka, which will turn text into videos with AI voices. And so if you don't want to be on camera, they have their own voice that you can choose from, either a woman's or a man's. From a personal brand perspective, I would say use your voice. Definitely lean into it and be able to use that. Lumen 5, also a really good one. This one has been around forever, but they're leveraging more AI as they're leaning forward into it. Steve AI, which is also another one that, again, copy, paste the text, and it's going to create either live action videos or animation type of videos for you based on that. My favorite so far is Pictory, because it's so simple and easy to use. And you can just log in, choose script to video, this one on the far left side here. And from there, you're going to then put in the actual script that you have, and then it's going to create a video for you. Now for this one, this is, it developed this market report for me. And so if you're leveraging ChatGPT, you can go to ChatGPT 4, which is the latest version of it. You can get the plugins and go to internet browsing. So ChatGPT can now browse the internet. And this is a really powerful tool if you use it correctly. So with this, what I did is I asked it to create a real estate market report for the Albuquerque real estate market. And it went through and it browsed the internet, took about 30 seconds to gather all this data. And then it created an actual market report script. And then I put that script in here, and it created this full video from images that it already has. So it had drone footage and had these nice video B-roll shots of that Albuquerque market, and had all the relevant slides that picked up different keywords from there and creates that whole video for you. So if you want to create market report videos, if you want to create different types of scripts, drop it in here. It's going to pull those different relevant images and video with the text overlay. Now, the cool part is you can add 11 labs, and 11 labs will allow you to clone your own voice. So I uploaded about 25 different audio samples of my voice from YouTube videos and podcasts, different things I've done. And I give it a script, and then now it has a clone of my voice where it'll just read that script entirely using my voice. So with it, it's leveraging all that information, that text you put in, right? And then it's cloning my voice. So
That's wild.
Right. And it's one of those where, think about if you want to create a podcast, or if you want to create, all these other different videos, you can just get a ton of content, news articles, put it in the ChatGPT, say, summarize this for me, drop it in here. 11 Labs is going to clone your voice, read it for you. Now you've got an audio file of your voice, put that on top of a video, right, as B-roll. So this is a really cool way to create different types of videos. So with this, I could easily drop all of this in. It's going to clone my voice, and it's going to say, hey, welcome to the May 2023 Albuquerque Real Estate Market Report. And it's going to go word for word. I never have to actually record anything. I never have to then read a script, and I might mess up or kind of get words jumbled. It just does it for me. And so you can leverage ChatGPT, Pictory, 11 Labs, and then you've got a whole video right? Done for you, leveraging AI. And if you get really good at this, or you hire a virtual assistant to do it, they're going to be knocking it out in just a couple minutes each time. It's going to save you hours. And now another great one is video.ai. This is for the people that are leaning more into being on camera, right? And that's going to be the people that want to take long form videos and chop them up into short form. So if you've got an hour long podcast that you've done, or you're interviewing, someone at a community, whatever it might be, this is going to chop it up and then have it sized properly for you. So this is a mastermind that I did in Las Vegas, did about an hour long video, dropped it in here, took 18 seconds. It actually built out 8 different videos, each one 18 to about 35 seconds. And it did all the captions, subtitles, resized it for me, gave it a title, had all of those things pre-built, ready to go. So if you don't want to hire a video editor, or you don't want to have to go through, if you're trying to chop this down yourself and it can be a struggle and add captions, this just does it for you. Peach is also a really good one if you're already leaning into video and you want to be on camera. Peach will add these little subtitles, add little visual elements, add your name, have visual slides that kind of pull in, that kind of goes over what you're talking about and reframes it. And you can set up your own brand kit. It takes about 3 minutes, upload your logo, upload a couple things, and then it'll stick to all of your colors, and then make sure that it pumps out these really well designed and edited videos for you. So that's also one that really like leveraging. Now, we know that a vast majority of our referrals come from sphere of influence. And often we either neglect that, or we're not nurturing it, or it can be expensive, right? Postcards or mailers or pop buys, all of that can be a lot of energy output. And so how can you redesign your way to market to people leveraging AI and different video tools? So that's where our software here comes in. And let's see if I can, I'm going to zoom out here for you guys. I'm going to stop share for just a minute and see if I can open up. We're going to brave the interwebs here and see if we can actually log in. And I'm going to give you a quick show and tell of Walled Garden, which is a Facebook marketing tool, Facebook marketing software that I built. And you log in. Let me see, can you see my screen okay, Sam? Okay. So from here, you can simply upload a video, and you've got a couple of different options.
Sorry, I was on mute, dude. Yes, we're good.
Those, you're leveraging ChatGPT, you've got some AI tools, right? You're pumping out some video, or you've created your own video and you got short form clips. You can upload that video here, and I'm going to go to a custom audience, and I can add, let's say, my sphere of influence, right? I can upload a CSV file of my friends, family, past clients, right? Whatever it might be. And I'm going to upload them in here. And then now I'm going to retarget them with specific videos. They're going to keep it in front of them. I can run it for 10 days. I can max it out to, let's say, 30 days. And it's built for high frequency, meaning that people in this audience are going to see it again and again and again. So for 30 days, they might see this ad, let's say, 3 or 4 times. And reason for that is high frequency builds familiarity. Familiarity builds trust. And we want to stay in front of them as much as possible. And retargeting is really kind of, what it comes down to is who can out retarget the competition. From here, let's say you upload maybe a list of homeowners in a specific community. Maybe you're doing some digital farming. You might have some mailers going out to that area, but you also want to run some video campaigns. Maybe you have a list from a title company, whatever it is. You're going to upload that CSV file of all those homeowners. And I would get some B-roll shots of your listing, right? Or a specific, real estate sign that you have, and then talk about that community, show the key landmarks, walk around in that community, show it to them again and again. And what that does is that priming and reminding methodology, they start to see your brand and attach it to their community, because they see the landmarks and they see their community, but then they see your real estate sign and name. Even if you don't have any real estate listings in there, you're going to brand yourself as an individual. right? Because they're going to start to see that over time. And the next time they do see a real estate sign in that market, in that community, it's going to have this compounding effect, right, from there. So, either for that or agent recruitment. Let's see, uploaded a list of real estate agents, and you've got an agent recruitment video, testimonial after testimonial of agents that love working with you. You're going to run it specifically to them. Or maybe you want to run a brand awareness campaign, right? And you're going to then type in, a specific area that you want to be in. So I'm going to target San Diego, California. It's going to automatically create a targeted audience of buyers and sellers already for you, right? It's going to find homeowners that are looking to sell, buyers that are looking to buy, and it's going to target them automatically. Or page engagement. This is a one-click custom audience creation of all the people that have engaged with your Facebook page, ads, post, commented, liked, shared, followed, whatever it might be, and all of the walled garden leads that you create as well. So there's a tremendous amount of ways to really leverage this tool to get any of those videos that you're creating and push them out.
Let's just break this down real quick, because this is wicked good. For those of us that maybe didn't completely understand what Travis is saying, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Travis, but going into walled gardens, I'm going to upload my video. I'm going to pick, if I'm, let's say, custom audience, and I upload my CSV. Let's say it's sphere of influence. I set my duration, meaning how many days, and my daily budget. And walled gardens is literally going to go into Facebook, push all the back end buttons, take the ad live, create the custom audience, and I'm going to show up to my sphere or whoever I create as my audience or targeted area. And that's all I have to do.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yep. 100% correct. The software does the rest for you. So
phenomenal.
It leverages the Facebook marketing API. It's making thousands of decisions in the background for you. So it's actually optimizing in real time. It's creating multiple different ad sets within the campaigns, and it's leveraging artificial intelligence that Facebook uses to push the ad budget to the right audience within the actual placements. So Facebook Marketplace or Newsfeed or some of those things. We're actually adding Instagram in about a month here. So Instagram stories and reels will be a part of this as well.
I love it. And naturally, since it's advertising through your page, as in the agent's page, all the engagement, comments, DMs, leads, everything goes directly to the agent, or does
Correct.
it go into their walled garden account, or how does that work?
Yeah, so it goes directly to them. So if someone clicks on this ad, right, it'll go to whatever website or landing page they want to leverage, or they don't have to put a hyperlink to a website here. But yeah, all the engagement shows up for them inside of Facebook.
That's silly. I love it, dude. Well done.
Thank you. One last thing, if anyone does have listings, which I know that they're kind of a rare gem right now. Walled garden, you can log in, and if you're connected with List Hub, which about 60% of the country is, walled garden will auto-populate your listings for you, and then it will build out a Facebook ad campaign. It'll write out the ad copy, the image, the headline. You can do single image, or you can do carousel, and then you simply say, I want to run it for 10 days or 30 days or however long it is. Hit agree, hit purchase. The ad will be off and running in about 5 minutes. It'll send people through a Facebook lead ad form. So we get their name, email, phone number, when they plan to buy a home, if they currently own a home, yes or no. And then it sends them to this single property website that's instantly created for them. Takes about 50 milliseconds for our software to build this, but it's already pre-built. All the ad copy, website copy is there. All the images are uploaded, and it's, click to call, tap to email, ready to rock and roll.
So the website makes a single property site, and the ad, all you got to do is hit that shiny blue button down there.
Exactly. Yep. It does it all for you. So that way you don't have to think about what to write. You got an open house coming up, you want to promote, you just choose the single party website you're going to work with and hit agree, hit purchase, and it'll run the ad for you. You don't have to ever go inside the Facebook ad manager. It's built to create ads in less than 30 seconds.
That's a game changer. Very impressive.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you, everyone. Any questions so far?
Folks, if you have any questions, throw them in the Q&A. Is that all you have for today?
That's it. My biggest suggestion for everyone is to really start to lean in to play with the different AI tools. The brief ones I went over, I would start with, kind of dipping your toe in the water by creating a market update. Sign up for ChatGPT-4, get access to the browsing capability. I would go in there. I would say, develop a real estate market report for whatever market you're in. Go to Pictory. Pictory is, I think it's like $20 a month, and you can drop that in. It'll create a video for you. It has some, relevant images. Take that video, either add your voiceover or clone it through 11 Labs. Take that, and then I would push it out organically, right, just on your Facebook business page or Instagram. And then I would turn it into an ad, and I would run that specifically to your sphere of influence or whatever that might be, because really about maximizing the reach, right, the distribution. You might be creating some really good video, but is it getting in front of everyone it needs to get in front of? And we know that the average person sees 5,000 ads a day, online and offline. Well, there's a study done out of a company out of New York where they researched that and found out that at the end of the day, people could only loosely recall about 4 different brands out of the 5,000 that they had seen. And then a week later, they could recall one, which that one was retargeting them. So really, retargeting people is kind of the name of the game now, because everyone has some sort of top of funnel lead generation content pulling them in. But then after the initial touch point of visiting or interaction or watching it, after the fact, they typically forget because they're looking at 8 to 12 other real estate websites or engaging with them. 67% of buyers and sellers work with the first agent they have a conversation with. So this is really critical, that if you can retarget people and stay in front of them, you're maximizing the opportunity to be the first person that they have a conversation with, right? The first agent that they actually reach out to. So the more that you can maximize your face and brand to stay in front of your sphere of influence, homeowners, leads, whoever it is, well after that initial engagement, or however you got them as a lead or whatever it might be, you're continuing to lead with your hand open, right, on a digital level for them to be able to do a kind of a digital handshake and reach out to call. And as you follow up with prospects, follow up with sphere of influence, all of them, it creates this braided harmony, because you have this warmer engagement because they've seen your face and your brand and your name 3, 8, 12, 20 different times, and they have something to talk about now. Hey, I saw that video of you up at your family ranch, and you guys were playing in the lake, right? There's something that's there that is often just kind of left into the moment we feel like we've got to call someone because we need a referral, but we don't really want to bring up, hey, we need a referral. But if you have content that's nurturing them and building that relationship, every text or email or phone call out to them is going to be a much warmer engagement, because they feel like they are already a little bit a part of your life and know what you're doing to some degree. So leverage video, lean in, and start to retarget people as much as you can.
All right, got a question on text and a couple here in the chat. Are all the sites and tools that you listed or you mentioned listed anywhere? What we'll do, I have to make sure with the team on the back end, when we post this, both in Suite Assist for the, the training university, or when we put it into the group. If you're not in Suite Assist, you want to make sure you're in the Closing Time Collective group, and we'll be sharing all that in there. I'll ask the team to go through and mention all these tools and do our best to add links. We'll add a link to Walled Garden as well, and everything else that Travis talked about. And if for some reason on Suite University doesn't let us do that, we'll try to find a way around it. And obviously the full video will be available for replay as well. So hopefully that helps. Next question is, can we retarget video views with walled garden?
Yes, absolutely. So there's three different options there. There's brand awareness to a cold audience, predetermined targeting of buyers and sellers. The second one below that is that page engagement. And that page engagement basically takes into consideration anyone that has watched any of your videos as well. So on your Facebook business page or ads, or organic or paid, it's going to then take for the past 365 days, anyone that's watched your videos, engaged with your content, or just visited your Facebook business page, all of that is going to be pulled into one specific custom audience.
I love that. And naturally, if we're going to be spending money on the front end to capture people's attention with, the listing photos, or a property tour, or, community video, naturally want to make sure we are retargeting those people to kind of keep the brand development and familiarity going. What would you recommend is a proper split in ad spend for the front end, top of funnel type video versus the retargeting?
That's a great question. And so for those that are trying to understand what Sam is breaking down, so you're going to have a video that you're going to run that is going to be like your top of funnel content to get people to watch that video, and then later on, maybe a couple of days or a week later, retarget them with a secondary video of people that have watched that first video. So initially I would say you're going to spend $10 a day to kind of get that out. Now it depends on the size of the audience. Golden rule of thumb used to be $10 a day per 100,000 people in an ad audience. That's kind of shifted a little bit, where you need a bigger audience. You can still work with a budget of $10 a day for, let's say, 300 or 400,000 people, but I would definitely up it a little bit more. So you can work with the Facebook algorithm, which is known as BEAR. Think of a big, mean kind of grizzly bear in the woods. It stands for bidding, expected action, and relevancy. And so those are the key weighted measurements in the ad auction and the algorithm that Facebook looks for to say, hey, we're going to serve this ad out to people, but we're bidding against millions of other ads. And we want to make sure that your ad gets to the right people. So we have to look at, what are you bidding? What's the expected action? What's the relevancy of this ad to the consumer? So the bidding portion, you typically want to bid a little bit higher than you normally would, so that you're outbidding the competition. And the expected action part is to get people to watch it. The relevancy is how relevant is the content to the actual targeted audience. Walled garden handles all of that for you. So we have kind of a set minimum budget already predetermined, and the size of the audience. If it's the top of the funnel, I would start at $10 to $15 a day, and then our algorithm in the back takes care of the rest.
I love it. That's very, very impressive. Any other questions for Travis before we wrap it up? I will make sure we do our best to list all those awesome tools that he shared. And obviously the replay will be live within the next few days, both in the group and inside of Suite Assist. Any other questions before we let Travis go? Well, dude, that was phenomenal, man. I mean, what a great platform you've built. Awesome training.
Thank you.
This is something that we're talking about all the time. Yeah, to agents, saying, it's all about getting out there on social and really running ads, retargeting, and oftentimes people kind of get stuck and lost inside the ad manager. And what you've done is you've made it really, really simple. And the fact that your software has the intelligence in the background to make sure that it's bidding properly and targeting properly, making custom audiences that much easier to create. Really, really exciting. So appreciate you being on with us. Enjoy the ranch, and let's make sure we chat again soon. Absolutely. Everyone, thank you for jumping in. We will get this posted for you ASAP. And don't forget, we'll be back again next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, 1 p.m. Eastern. If there's anything we can do to help, let us know. Thank you all so much. Travis, appreciate you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.